Hey guys, welcome to Star Wars on a High. Thank you for stopping by. There are spoilers ahead, so if you have not watched the episode yet, run away. Don't look at the comments, don't look at the thumbnails. Get out of here. Watch the episode for yourself. Come back, let us know what you think, or come tomorrow night, 11 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, so I'm editing this video right now. It's 8 p.m. Central Time. I don't know what the heck I was talking about with 11. I don't know. Continue on. Come talk with Jimmy, Ben, myself as we break down the episode and Star Wars Celebration. We're going to have a great time. I'm sure we're all going to have a lot of thoughts on the episode, but you can't talk about this without spoilers. You just can't. You really can't. And so, oh my gosh, I just finished this episode like 5 minutes ago. I've had really no time to collect my thoughts, so I'm just going to probably go all over the place, but I mean, I am completely caught off guard. I mean, totally not what I expected from this episode. Some really good things. And let's dive in. So, off the bat, what worked for me really well? Love the Obi-Wan PTSD moments. Love his trauma. Love his suffering. I think it's so good to see the character have to go to that place. And eventually, when he is able to commune with Qui-Gon Jinn, I think it's going to be so rewarding. And I think he's going to give him some proper guidance. And it's probably going to lead Obi-Wan to eventually make his kind of outcry to Vader and say, hey, I know there's still good in you. Like he alludes to in Return of the Jedi when he tells Luke that Obi-Wan once thought as you did. I think we're going to see that on screen. And I think that's going to be a very powerful moment. I think Vader's castle, amazing. Love the assembly, love the lava, love all of that. Totally bought in with everything on Mustafar. It looks so good. Love his dialogue with Inquisitors. Love how he's just like with Reva. He's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna kill you. By the way, if you don't succeed here." So on brand for Vader. So good. I love it. I liked the Inquisitors this episode. I thought they were strong. I love the infighting. I love Fifth Brother's voice. I like that Reva is still a wild card. It will ultimately depend how they end her character because right now there's a ton of intrigue behind her. And the next 3 episodes, I'm going to see what she does. I have a feeling she's going to end up in an alliance with Obi-Wan, maybe on an easy one, and they're going to have to maybe team up to take down Vader. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she just really does want to be Vader's apprentice and will ultimately fail and realize how evil Vader is. A lot of cool things they can do with the character. There was Easter egg moments on the walls of the underground tunnels. There were some Easter eggs of other Jedi. I don't even see all of them. I know there's a ton of them. I'm sure there are going to be breakdowns all over the internet with all the Jedi who were kind of alluded to there. I mean, I don't know where else to go but the fight. Let me take us to the start of the confrontation. First of all, Vader's entrance was really brutal in all the best ways. So strong. For people who talk about Disney kidifying the show, I mean Vader's force choking innocents, breaking their necks, pulling them out, dragging them behind him, screaming like, Obi-Wan, come out. Like I'm here for you. Like I'm looking for you. I'm gonna sense your pain. I'm gonna sense you're struggling. Vader in this whole episode is playing with his food. He is not. I love the fact that he's so stoic. He is so much like, he's so consumed with the hatred. He's not screaming. He's just so cold and evil and twisted by the dark side after 10 years of this torment. And I love that. And eventually when he confronts Obi-Wan, there were some clunky things about the fight, but there were some really overly strong moments. I like the way the visuals were all dark with just the flash of the lightsaber kind of illuminating. Vader patrolling in the dark, hearing that breathing, so good. Love that Vader. I mean, Vader's just playing. He's playing with his food. I've said it like 3 times. I'm gonna keep repeating it. He is. He's just beating down Obi-Wan as he should. Obi-Wan's out of practice, hasn't interacted with the Force in years, and he's just hacking and slashing. He's like, I'm gonna just make you suffer. Eventually, grabs him, Force chokes him, lifts him up, lights the ground on fire, and just tosses him into fire. Stands there as he's burning, paralleling what we saw in Revenge of the Sith. Right? I see what you did there. And I thought that was really great. So cool. I don't think this is their only confrontation. It just can't be. And if it is, this might change my opinion on the scene slightly, because I believe this is part one. I believe this is Obi-Wan completely on the run, completely caught off guard emotionally and physically. Vader's just hacking and slashing him. I believe Vader's into the fight and the hunt. I believe he wants to keep hunting him. And I think that they're leading to a much more emotional second confrontation. In Return of the Jedi, Vader tells Luke that, Obi-Wan once thought as you did. We've never seen that on screen, right? He certainly didn't in Mustafar. He didn't in this episode. So I'm anticipating their final confrontation will have that emotional plea I think it's going to hit home for all of us. There were two things about the fight scene that weren't as good for me. I thought the score was weak in that moment, and I think that's intentional because I think this is the first confrontation, and they're not trying to build up the emotion and because the score's been good to this part. This was the one time in the score I've noticed like I'm not loving it because I'm expecting it's part one. I'm expecting they're gonna have a much more emotional conclusion at the end. I'm expecting that, and so it doesn't ruin the episode for me, but it definitely was something I noticed. Also, don't love how the fight ended. Absolutely, Obi-Wan had to escape. It just felt kind of clunky. It was like there was an explosion and this like slow transporter droid kind of picked him up. That was a little weird. But beyond that, it was a really, really like shocking episode. I mean, I'm not trying to overhype it, but did anyone see Vader versus Obi-Wan Part 1 in Episode 3? There's 3 episodes left, and frankly, I feel like there's a ton we don't know. There's only one scene from the trailers I can recall we haven't seen yet, and it's Reva deflecting blaster fire on the Tower Inquisitorius, meaning a rescue mission comes to the tower and she's fighting those rebels, or she turns on the stormtroopers and is deflecting them as she helps Obi-Wan escape. It's only 2 things I can think of, and so that's the only hint I have of what's coming. And they brought back Hayden Christensen, and I really hope we get a little bit more emotion with him and Kenobi before the show wraps. That is what I would love to see most. I'm expecting we will, but this was part 1, and it was completely out of left field. I have no idea what the community thought. I haven't talked to anyone about this yet. I haven't seen any. I delete Twitter. I delete YouTube during these days until I get home. I know I'm late, but I work, and then I came home, and I had to watch the episode and then record this video, so I'm going to be stunned. What did you guys think? Let me know down below. Come tell us tomorrow in our live stream. This was Kenobi episode 3. We're halfway through, and it kind of feels like, wow, the show's really surprised me with where they've gone. And ultimately, with all these shows, whether it's a good episode or bad episode, an average episode, you got to see the full 6-episode package because it really does shape our perception. If the next 3 episodes are very, very weak, these episodes won't look as good. And we won't like these episodes as much because we know where they're building. Happened with Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones has some amazing seasons of TV. By the end, it's so bad, none of us care. And so I hope that it continues to go strong. I hope the episodes even get better. And then by the end, it's like, oh my gosh, what a story. And we'll see. 3 weeks left. It's so sad it's going to be over so quick. But if it's satisfying, if it's good, I only need 6 episodes. I hope they knock it out of the park. Whew, what did you guys think? I am just racing right now. I'm just thinking through this whole episode. I'm sure I missed some things. So it's going to be absolutely crazy to talk about this tomorrow. Really excited to hear your guys' thoughts. Thanks so much for stopping by. We'll see you again very soon.